In spring 2016, the Ontario Municipal Board released the City of Ottawa's OPA 150 pre-hearing decision. The board members requested a series of changes to be made to the official plan amendment prior to the actual hearing, one of which was the change to the planning horizon of the official plan from 2031 to 2036.
Given the change to the timeline, many wondered, how would this impact transit and infrastructure planning? Do we have enough supply of urban residential land? What new policies do we need? And so on.
Before any of these questions could be answered, first we must lay the basic foundation of this important planning exercise to extend the population and employment projections from 2031 to 2036.
So how can this be done?
Enter the research and forecasting team.
Population projection is one of the first things we need to do, whether to project land, infrastructure, or transit demand. This video will give you a quick glance in the interesting world of population forecasting.
The basic framework of population forecasting is rather simple. Last year's population plus birth minus death plus net immigration will provide you with the new population for the year after. But how do we project something that is yet to happen?
To project the future, one must first understand the past.
For each of the three variables, the team goes to great lengths in gathering reliable historical data to assess past trends and patterns. For many, the data goes all the way back to the 1970s. We use this data and study how different events and variables affect the change in numbers and predict the future.
The first variable, birth, is predicted using the total fertility rate, aka TFR. TFR is the average number of children a woman would have in her lifetime. This number distributes into different age groups as a percentage and feeds into the current population to predict the number of births. Right now, Ottawa has a TFR of 1.47 with 40% chances of birth between the ages of 30 and 34.
Although not something we like to think about, every year a portion of the population passes away. We perform this calculation using a life table. A life table documents the chances of survival for a given age group and sex. For example, someone who is female and between the age 20 and 24 have a 99.9% chance of surviving to the next year.
Lastly, we have immigration. It has the largest impact on the city's population and is the most difficult to predict. Here's a graph of how international, interprovincial, and intra-provincial immigration looked like for the past 40 years. As you can see, the economic fundamentals, such as job number and budget cuts, have a huge impact on how many people move to and from Ottawa.
After hundreds of modeling exercises, analyses, checks and balances, we would derive at the preferred population scenario for 2036.
This number would then be used to plan for transit, infrastructure, and housing projects for decades to come.